Hello, my dear friend, and welcome. I'm truly delighted that you're here with me today. This message is crafted with love, especially for those in their 70s or 80s, or for anyone who cherishes someone in that beautiful stage of life. Today, we're not just talking about aging, we're celebrating you and the incredible things you can still do. If you're walking with ease, holding on to cherished memories, living independently, or simply finding joy in a heartfelt laugh each day, then let me tell you, you are a rare gem. And I'm here to remind you just how special you are, to uplift your spirit, and maybe even bring a smile to your face. Together, we'll uncover 8 remarkable abilities that make your golden years not just fulfilling, but truly extraordinary. So go ahead, settle in, get comfortable, and let's dive into our first point. 1. Walking without pain. Let's take a moment to appreciate something many of us didn't think twice about when we were younger: walking without pain. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, swing your legs over the side of the bed, plant your feet on the floor, and stand up without wincing. Maybe your knees feel a little stiff. Maybe your ankles need a second to warm up, but overall you can still move. If that sounds like you, I hope you take a deep breath and realize just how special that is. Because the truth is, not everyone in their 70s, 80s, or beyond has that luxury. Joint pain, arthritis, and mobility struggles become daily challenges for so many. But you? If you can still take those steps freely, that tells me 2 things. You've taken care of yourself, whether through exercise, an active lifestyle, or simply staying on your feet, and you have a spirit that values movement. Maybe you enjoy your morning walk around the neighborhood, a trip to the grocery store, or just moving around the house. Whatever it is, your ability to stay mobile is a gift. Now, think about how much independence walking gives you. It means you can go outside, breathe in the fresh air, wave to a neighbor, run an errand, or simply step onto your porch to enjoy the sunset. Mobility keeps you connected to life, to people, to joy. And beyond that, walking is one of the best things you can do for your body and mind. It improves circulation, strengthens muscles, helps with balance, and even lifts your mood. A simple walk can reduce stress, ease anxiety, and help you sleep better at night. So, how can you keep moving strong? Start small and stay consistent. If you don't already take daily walks, begin with just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Find a time that feels good, maybe early morning when the air is crisp, or mid-afternoon when the sun is gentle. Make it social. Walking with a friend, neighbor, or even a family member can turn it into a joyful routine. A good conversation makes the steps feel effortless, and the companionship keeps you motivated. Stretch and support yourself. A few gentle stretches before and after your walk can keep your muscles and joints from feeling tight. And if you need support, a cane, a walker, or even a walking stick, embrace it. Using support doesn't make you weaker. It keeps you strong for longer. If you can still walk without major pain, celebrate it. Don't take it for granted. There are countless people who wish they could step outside and take a simple pain-free stroll, but you can. So, lace up your most comfortable shoes, step outside, and embrace every single step. The world is waiting for you. 2. Remembering details clearly. Our memories are like a grand library, filled with stories, lessons, and experiences that shape who we are. If you're in your 70s or 80s and still have a sharp memory, if you can recall names, faces, childhood moments, and details from decades ago, then you're holding on to something truly precious. Think about it. You can sit down with a grandchild or a younger friend and paint vivid pictures of a world they've never seen. You become more than just a storyteller. You become a bridge between generations, a living historian who carries the wisdom of the past into the present. Memory isn't just about facts and dates, it's about emotions. The ability to remember your first date, your high school, graduation, Or the birth of a child means you can relive those moments, feeling the same joy, excitement, and love all over again. Even bittersweet memories hold meaning, reminding us of the challenges we've overcome and the relationships that have shaped us. If you can still recall the smell of your grandmother's kitchen, the sound of your favorite singer on an old radio, or the laughter of a childhood friend, you have the incredible ability to connect past and present in a way that few people can. Of course, memory can be unpredictable, especially as the years go by. Maybe you walk into a room and forget why you're there. Maybe you misplace your keys a little more often than you used to. These small lapses are normal at any age. What truly matters is holding on to the core memories that define who you are. If you can still tell detailed stories, recall meaningful events, and bring the past to life with clarity, you should be proud. To keep your memory strong, it's important to challenge your brain regularly. Our minds, like our muscles, need exercise. Reading is one of the best ways to stay mentally sharp. Whether it's a novel, a biography, or even the daily newspaper, engaging with words keeps your brain active. Puzzles like crosswords, Sudoku, or word searches are also great mental workouts, helping to sharpen focus and recall. And never underestimate the power of conversation. Talking with friends, sharing stories, or discussing current events keeps your mind engaged and your memory strong. Social interaction, whether in person, over the phone, or even online, stimulates cognitive function and keeps neural pathways active. If you enjoy technology, memory training apps can be a fun way to keep your brain sharp. But even a classic jigsaw puzzle or a deck of cards can work wonders. Memory is more than just recalling information. It's the essence of who you are. It connects you to your past, your family, your culture, and your personal story. If you can still share stories that younger generations have never heard, if you remember the little details that others overlook, you're giving something truly valuable, a piece of history, a lesson, a moment of connection. And if you ever worry about forgetting, just remember, your life is made up of moments that no one else has lived. The memories you carry are unique to you. And when you share them, you keep them alive, not just for yourself, but for everyone lucky enough to listen. 3. Maintaining your independence. Independence means different things to different people. For some, it's the ability to drive confidently around town. For others, it's cooking a meal, managing daily tasks like dressing, or keeping track of medications without too much help. If you're still able to handle these things largely on your own, take a moment to appreciate what that truly means. It's a sign that you've taken care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit, through all of life's ups and downs. It also shows a willingness to adapt, to keep learning, and to embrace change as new challenges arise. Let's start with one of the biggest symbols of independence, driving. If you're still behind the wheel, you probably remember the very first day you got your license. Back then, driving meant freedom, the open road, the ability to go anywhere, anytime. And even now, all these years later, being able to drive might still give you that same sense of autonomy. Of course, safety becomes a bigger priority as we age. You might be more cautious about night driving, busy highways, or unfamiliar routes. There's no shame in asking a friend or family member to take the wheel when a trip feels too stressful. But if you can still get in the car and drive yourself to the grocery store, a doctor's appointment, or a friend's house, that's something to be grateful for. Another key part of independence is taking care of your living space. Whether you live in a house you've owned for decades, a cozy apartment, or a retirement community, managing daily life is a big accomplishment. Maybe you cook simple meals, do your own grocery shopping, or keep up with chores like laundry and light cleaning. These tasks might seem routine, but they help maintain your sense of control over your environment. Even if you've had to modify how you do things, maybe hiring help for heavy lifting or using kitchen gadgets that make cooking easier, you're still actively making choices about how you live. And that's a powerful thing. Independence also extends to decision making. When you're able to manage your finances, plan your social calendar, and make medical decisions, you hold on to something incredibly valuable: dignity. You're still in charge of your own life, making choices that reflect your values and priorities. That doesn't mean you never ask for help. In fact, knowing when to accept support can actually help you maintain independence longer. Calling a professional for home repairs, using a delivery service when shopping feels overwhelming, or asking a neighbor to bring in heavy groceries. These are all smart choices that keep you in control of your lifestyle. So, how do you keep that independence strong? First, prioritize your health. Stay on top of regular checkups, follow any exercise plans recommended by your doctor, and pay attention to your diet. Small, consistent habits can keep you active and capable for years to come. Second, stay mentally engaged. Learning new skills, whether it's paying bills online, using a smartphone to video chat with family, or even trying a new hobby, keeps your mind sharp and your confidence high. Technology can feel overwhelming at times, but it can also make life a lot easier once you get the hang of it. Third, stay connected with others. Isolation can slowly chip away at confidence and independence. Surrounding yourself with supportive friends and family members can make all the difference. The truth is, independence isn't about doing everything alone. It's about having the freedom to choose how you live, the confidence to make your own decisions, and the ability to direct your own life. If you're in your 70s or 80s and still steering your own daily routine, even in small ways, you're demonstrating a level of self-reliance that's both rare and admirable. Celebrate that. Recognize the strength it takes to maintain your independence, and never forget that you've spent a lifetime building the skills, resilience, and wisdom that allow you to say, "I've got this." 4. Having a positive outlook. Let's take a moment to talk about something that may not be as visible as physical health, but is just as essential: a positive outlook on life. If you're in your 70s or 80s and can still find reasons to smile, appreciate the small joys, or laugh at a good joke, you've unlocked one of the greatest secrets to living well. Life isn't always easy. We all face losses, health struggles, and family changes. But maintaining a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring hardships. It means choosing to focus on hope and gratitude, even in the midst of them. Think about how your mindset shapes your day. When you wake up in the morning, do you say, "Thank you for this new day"? Or do you focus on the aches and pains? Of course, no one can be cheerful all the time, but if you've trained yourself to notice life's beauty, like a bird singing outside your window or the warmth of a morning cup of coffee, you're strengthening your ability to find joy in everyday moments. This not only helps you navigate difficult times, but it also influences those around you. Optimism is contagious. When your children, grandchildren, or friends see you handling life's challenges with grace, they learn from your example. Spreading joy is another hallmark of a positive outlook. If you're the one who can crack a joke in a hospital waiting room or offer a kind word to a neighbor having a rough day, you're doing something powerful. You might not even realize it, but your attitude can brighten someone else's entire week. It's as if you carry a small lamp, shining light wherever you go. And at this stage in life, that light is powered by wisdom, experience, and the countless moments that have shaped you. Cultivating a positive attitude takes practice, but it's worth it. One of the simplest ways is through gratitude. Some people keep a small journal, writing down one thing each day they're thankful for. Maybe a visit from a friend, a sunny afternoon, or a delicious slice of pie. Others simply take a quiet moment each morning or evening to reflect on the good in their lives. Another great habit is surrounding yourself with uplifting content, whether it's reading an inspirational book, listening to soothing music, or watching funny videos. Feeding your mind with joy makes a real difference. Staying socially connected also plays a big role in keeping a positive perspective. Sharing stories, laughter, and life's ups and downs with friends reminds us that we're not alone. If your social circle has changed over the years, consider joining a local senior center, a book club, or a church group. And if you're looking for a deeper sense of purpose, volunteering is an incredible way to lift your spirits. Whether it's mentoring a young person, helping at a food pantry, or simply checking in on a neighbor, giving to others fills your heart in ways nothing else can. Life will always have its challenges, but if you can still find moments to smile, to celebrate, and to encourage others, you are truly remarkable. You're showing the world that a strong spirit, a kind heart, and a hopeful outlook have no age limit. Keep sharing that light. You never know whose life you might be brightening just by being you. 5. Being able to adapt to change. Change is one of life's only constants. Funny how that works, isn't it? Yet many of us resist it, especially as we get older. The world moves at lightning speed these days. Smartphones, social media, medical breakthroughs. If you're in your 70s or 80s and you've learned to roll with the punches, whether by picking up new technology skills, embracing a different hobby, or simply adjusting to life's twists and turns, you're demonstrating one of the most valuable traits of all, adaptability. Think about all the changes you've witnessed in your lifetime. Maybe you remember when television was a brand new invention, and now people can stream entire seasons of a show in one weekend. Or perhaps you recall a time when microwaves were a novelty, and now they're in nearly every kitchen. Fashion has come and gone, your family has grown and evolved, and maybe you've even relocated more than once. Adapting to these shifts hasn't always been easy, but if you're still curious, open-minded, and willing to try new things, you've kept your spirit young. But adaptability isn't just about keeping up with new inventions. It's also about emotional flexibility. Life brings changes we don't always expect, some of them painful. Maybe you've lost loved ones, moved to a different home, or faced financial or health challenges. The ability to grieve, adjust, and find new sources of meaning is true resilience. It means you don't let setbacks define you. You find new ways to grow. If you've ever had to rebuild, reimagine, or restart, you've already proven how adaptable you are. And let's talk about one of the biggest changes many people face, technology. Now, you don't have to be a computer genius, but if you've figured out how to video call your grandkids, send a text message, or even order groceries online, that's a major accomplishment. Technology can feel overwhelming. There's always a new update, a new device. But approaching it with curiosity instead of frustration makes all the difference. And the best part, it helps keep you connected. You can see loved ones' faces from miles away, access information in seconds, and even enjoy entertainment in ways that past generations never could. That doesn't mean you have to embrace every change with open arms. Maybe you still prefer a handwritten letter over an email, or you miss the sound of a vinyl record spinning on a turntable. That's okay. Being adaptable doesn't mean letting go of the past. It means allowing space for the new while cherishing the old. Think of it as adding new chapters to your story, not erasing the ones that came before. One of the best ways to stay adaptable is to keep learning. Take a class at a community center, try a new type of exercise, or dive into a documentary on a topic that intrigues you. Learning something new challenges your brain, keeps you engaged, and makes change feel like an adventure rather than an obstacle. And don't be afraid to ask for help. If you have a tech-savvy friend or a grandchild, let them show you the ropes. If you're stepping into a new social group or activity, Find people who are welcoming to beginners. Change can be intimidating, sure, but it can also be exciting, full of opportunities you never expected. If you're the kind of person who says, "I'll give it a try," or "Tell me more," you're not just keeping up with the times, you're keeping your mind and heart young. So stay curious, stay open, and most importantly, stay excited for what's next, because the best surprises in life often come when we least expect them. 6. Having meaningful relationships. Nothing enriches our lives quite like meaningful relationships. Whether it's the bond with a spouse, lifelong friendships, or the deep connection with children and grandchildren, relationships bring warmth, purpose, and joy to our days. If you're in your 70s or 80s and still surrounded by people who love and care about you, take a moment to appreciate how special that is. Maintaining strong relationships over the years isn't always easy. People move, life gets busy, and misunderstandings happen. But if your heart is still full of love and companionship, you hold something truly rare and beautiful. Think about how relationships shift and grow over time. Friends from your youth may have drifted apart, while new friends made later in life now feel like family. Family dynamics evolve too. Children grow up, build their own lives, and suddenly you find yourself in the role of grandparent or even great-grandparent. Through it all, you've likely put in effort to nurture these connections, learning patience, forgiveness, and acceptance along the way. That emotional wisdom strengthens relationships, making them more resilient to life's ups and downs. Beyond emotional fulfillment, relationships also have a profound effect on your health. Studies show that people who feel connected tend to live longer, experience lower stress, and even recover from illnesses more quickly. Laughter with a dear friend, a hug from a loved one. These moments trigger feel-good hormones that boost both mood and immune function. Human connection isn't just comforting, it's healing. But meaningful relationships don't just happen. They require care, communication, and understanding. Over the years, you may have learned the importance of listening more than speaking, or choosing to let small grievances go for the sake of peace. Perhaps you're the person in your circle who always remembers birthdays, checks in on a lonely neighbor, or offers a kind word when it's needed most. These little acts of love matter. They not only strengthen your relationships, but also bring deep personal fulfillment. If you want to keep your connection strong, be the one to reach out. Don't wait for others to call first. Send a message, pick up the phone, or invite someone over for coffee. The conversation doesn't need to be profound. Even simple, everyday chats help maintain closeness. And if a relationship has grown distant, remember, it's never too late to rebuild a bridge. A heartfelt apology, a warm invitation, or even a shared memory can rekindle bonds thought to be lost. New relationships can also come along in unexpected ways, at a local club, through volunteer work, or in community gatherings. Be open to new friendships. You might find joy in connecting with someone decades younger or older, discovering that true companionship isn't about age, but about shared interests and mutual kindness. If you're still able to pick up the phone and talk for hours, share laughs over a meal, or gather with friends who truly understand you, cherish that gift. Meaningful relationships keep you vibrant, engaged, and constantly reminded that you are never alone. Love and friendship are some of life's greatest treasures, so nurture them, appreciate them, and let them remind you every day that you are deeply valued and loved. 7. Still having a sense of purpose. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to have a sparkle in their eye, a bounce in their step, even as the years pass? More often than not, that sparkle comes from having a sense of purpose. When you wake up in the morning feeling like there's something meaningful to do, something that excites or challenges you, it can transform your entire day. And if you're in your 70s or 80s, still pursuing passion, setting goals, or finding ways to make a difference, you are living proof that purpose has no age limit. Purpose doesn't have to be something grand or world-changing. It can be as simple as tending your garden, knitting blankets for a shelter, mentoring a young person, or caring for a beloved pet. Maybe you find meaning in sharing family stories with your grandchildren, volunteering at a local hospital, or participating in a church or community group. What matters most is that it gives you a reason to get up, stay engaged, and end the day with a sense of fulfillment. Even small doses of purpose help keep your spirit strong and your mind sharp. One of the greatest gifts of aging is wisdom. You have a lifetime of experiences, the lessons learned, the challenges overcome, the joys celebrated. Younger generations don't yet have that perspective, which makes you uniquely valuable as a guide and mentor. Whether you're teaching a grandchild how to cook, offering advice to a struggling friend, or simply being the person people turn to for encouragement, you're passing down knowledge that only comes with time. If you ever feel like your sense of purpose is fading, remember, it's never too late to rediscover it. Ask yourself, what makes me feel alive? What do I look forward to? Maybe it's reading, painting, helping a neighbor, or listening to music that stirs your soul. Lean into those passions. If you love baking, make treats for a local fundraiser. If you enjoy storytelling, write down your life experiences to pass along. If music moves you, join a local choir or simply sing along to your favorite tunes. Another way to keep your purpose strong is by setting small, achievable goals. It doesn't have to be something dramatic like writing a book or traveling the world. Though if that's your dream, go for it. Goals can be as simple as finishing a puzzle, reading a new book each month, calling 3 friends a week, or walking a little farther each day. Accomplishing even small tasks reminds you that you are still growing, still contributing, still making an impact. Purpose doesn't retire when you do. It evolves. Maybe what mattered most at 40 isn't what drives you at 80, and that's okay. The key is to keep asking yourself, what sparks my heart? Maybe you've slowed down physically, but that doesn't mean you have to slow down in spirit. If something brings you joy, connection, or a sense of fulfillment, it's worth pursuing. So if you wake up excited for the day ahead, no matter how simple the joys, how small the tasks, you are truly a rare gem. Keep shining your light. Your sense of purpose not only enriches your life, but also inspires those around you to find their own reasons to keep going, keep growing, and keep living with passion. 8. Laughing and having fun. Finally, let's celebrate one of life's greatest treasures, the ability to laugh and have fun. Isn't it incredible that no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated, you can still find humor and joy in the everyday? If you're in your 70s or 80s and still laughing, whether it's at a good joke, a funny memory, or life's little quirks, you're keeping your spirit young and your heart light. Laughter isn't just enjoyable, it's good for you. It releases endorphins. Those feel-good chemicals that help reduce stress, ease pain, and even boost your immune system. It brings people closer together, lightens even the heaviest of moods, and reminds us not to take life too seriously. Think back to the times when you had a deep, uncontrollable belly laugh, the kind that made your sides hurt and your eyes water. Didn't you feel energized afterward? That kind of joy isn't just fun, it's medicine for the soul. But having fun doesn't mean you have to go on wild adventures. It can be as simple as playing a game of cards, dancing in your living room to an old favorite song, or telling a silly joke to your grandkids. Maybe you love gardening, painting, or experimenting with new recipes in the kitchen. The key is to let yourself be in the moment, setting aside worries and embracing joy whenever it comes. A great way to keep laughter alive in your life is to stay open to spontaneity. When someone invites you to a gathering, say yes, even if it's just for a short while. Watch a funny movie, listen to a lighthearted radio show, or read a humorous book. Sometimes laughter sneaks up in the most unexpected places. A funny sign on the street, a pet's silly antics, or a shared joke with an old friend. The more you welcome those little bursts of joy, the brighter each day becomes. And if life's challenges ever start to dim your sense of fun, remember, laughter is a powerful way to cope. Even in tough times, a well-timed joke, a shared grin, or a funny story can break the tension and remind us that hope is never too far away. And when you share a laugh with someone else, that connection becomes even stronger. The beauty of humor is that it has no age limit. A silly face, a playful moment, or a funny memory can bring laughter at any stage of life. And if you find yourself enjoying a new comedy show, trying out a fun hobby, or simply letting go of your worries for a moment to embrace pure, simple joy, take it as a reminder that there's always something new to smile about. So if you can still laugh loudly, play with childlike wonder, and find joy in life's little moments, you're proving to the world and to yourself that happiness doesn't have an expiration date. It's a choice we can make every day, and it keeps us vibrant, connected, and fully alive. Let that laughter ring out. It's good for your soul and for anyone lucky enough to hear it. Well, my friend, here we are at the end of this journey through the 8 hallmarks of living well in your 70s and 80s. Let's take a moment to reflect. Walking without pain, keeping a sharp memory, maintaining your independence, nurturing a positive outlook, adapting to change, cultivating meaningful relationships, holding on to a sense of purpose, and embracing laughter and joy. If you recognize yourself in even a few of these, you're shining brighter than you may realize. Take a deep breath and truly appreciate yourself. Life hasn't always been easy. You've faced challenges, adapted to change, and endured losses. And yet, you're still here, still walking, still remembering, still caring, still smiling. That's not just luck, that's strength, resilience, and grace. You are living proof that age is not just about the years that pass, but about the spirit that endures. As we wrap up, I hope you feel proud of the life you're living. Keep doing what makes you healthy, happy, and fulfilled. Share your stories, embrace laughter, and stay curious. Reach out to others because connection keeps us thriving. And if you know someone who could use a little encouragement today, pass this message along. Sometimes a few kind words can brighten a person's entire day. Finally, thank you for spending this time with me. Your presence, whether in person or across the miles, matters. The world is better because of the wisdom, warmth, and kindness you bring to it. So keep moving, keep smiling, keep adapting, and keep loving. You are a rare gem, and the world is lucky to have you.